in like pieces of fruit, like carved out melons and babies, and like the last 3 months, oh my vagina, it was great. An Ann Getty calendar, it's gorgeous. The story's 100% not true.
I know, it made no sense right there. Not follow you on that one.
You seen those calendars with little babies dressed as fruit?
Those 2 revolvers on your ass, Johnny?
Yeah.
Okay. I know that those were, yeah. I don't know why I didn't ask you that. I knew what I was looking at.
It was.
Yeah.
There's really
You
nothing
had to be
look
sure.
at.
Make sure I'm not dreaming.
No, it's.
It looks like a.
That like, you're like, cause that's what my fantasy was last night.
You know.
It really is a Nazi table. The more I look at it,
Mhm.
Marty like got, Nazi memorabilia. He didn't want the
He does experiments.
yeah, on comics.
Andy, can you move over?
Yeah, a little closer.
Yeah.
These
Nice.
slashes in my jeans are not doing well with the leather couch.
Are you feeling it?
I'm feeling like.
Oh, you know
my
what?
couch should
Let me
not
see
be
where
very-
we're at with this thing.
What?
I didn't even test if we're on the right person. There's 2 of them.
Oh!
Tell me if the shock show. No?
No.
Okay, try this one.
Forgot I was wearing it.
Are we in it?
You feel
That?
that?
Maybe get a little closer.
Yeah.
No.
A little bit more.
A little more.
I have to like prep for it.
Okay. Here.
Go even more.
Okay.
Here, keep it the beer.
Not
right,
now?
right here.
Oh wait, turn hers on.
Oh, am I not on?
Is it not on?
No, it wouldn't be yet. You gotta push the button.
There you go.
There we go.
Hold on.
Meanwhile, it's at like 500. now.
Okay, it's on.
Okay, try this. No? No?
It's like the anticipation.
There it is. We found it.
What number was that?
Oh.
Okay.
That's
We're
3.
live.
Are we live?
Yeah, we just don't have any music.
Are we on?
On.
Can we see us?
Yeah, let me check it real quick.
Live? Like audio live too?
I want you to hum us in.
Audio live.
Are we all there? Hello?
I'll hum you in.
I'm waiting until I can see me.
Yeah, give me a second.
Hello. I'm going on YouTube right now.
That's why I should have brought up the tablet.
Bring the tablet over.
I did charge it.
That was the last show.
Okay, we're live, Johnny.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell people on Facebook.
Yeah.
Oh, we had 56 views 2 weeks ago?
That's what I'm saying.
Huh?
We're getting there, man. We're slowly getting there.
We got 5 views on
I talked to Nipsey Hussle's people.
Huh?
I talked to Nipsey Hussle's people,
Oh, yeah?
and he,
This live event will happen in a few minutes.
we might be happening, man.
It's going to happen?
It might be happening. I believe it's gonna happen,
You
man.
know, I did Michelle Vassery's podcast last week.
How was that?
Oh, it was great.
Was it?
I was actually the longest guest I had. I talked for almost like 2 hours. Like, we gotta close things up, right? Like, I can talk all night, guys.
Do you know I
Make sure, Ryan, your mic's not turned on.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, now
Look
it's
at
on.
that. Who needs fucking headphones?
Yeah.
And then let's make
I
sure
turned
that.
mine on.
Do you know I wrote a post about something, and Lauren Farmer.
Oh yeah, I know.
And
I saw.
Anthony
It
Bubbles.
was
Did you
about the
see that?
horse. Dude,
Was it about the horse? Yeah, well, because everyone was talking about it, and I said so in the
I
news
posted
today.
the same thing. I think like minutes before or after you. I saw yours later though, and I was like,
Yours
who-
was first.
Okay, who won, the horse or the jockey that was stabbing the horse?
Well, that's the thing. Yeah, I mean, but that's the
We
whole
didn't have as
thing.
many arguments though.
You don't want to argue with me.
Yeah, no. This is the thing. Is okay. Can I see everyone? Are we all here? Well, can we get in a little closer? We could scoot a
Can
little
we-
closer. I don't
Then
mind,
not
man.
too much.
I'll do that.
Are we live? For
We're
live.
live.
We're live.
Yeah, let's get us in there, man.
Say hi.
Are we all here?
All right,
Where
hey
are you,
guys.
Johnny?
We're already.
in the
Where's
show.
that?
I'm right over here.
Okay, So,
I'm right over here.
ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Einberger Podcast.
Because YouTube hates us.
That was the worst. That was the worst rendition of "I Fought the Law."
You
on
wanna
the
do
law.
karaoke
That's
later
where the
tonight?
law won. That's where the law won. That one, the law won. Yeah, that was awful. He sounded like a really, really, really drunk Korean.
He goes to Koreatown.
Yeah. Okay. So we were talking about shit, but yeah. So they broke into this whole fight. One of the things I'll tell you that bothered me was their insults to each other was "You're poorer than me. You're poorer than me. You're poorer than me." I very much like them both, especially Lauren Farmer's sweetheart of a person.
Are we talking about the horde, the Golden Derby, right? Or the Triple Crown.
What I
the
said about the
triple-
race was I
Yeah.
said, in the news today, a man won the Triple Crown, and then in other news, a horse was horribly abused, and
Yeah.
made to run.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the fact. Johnny, we're dark. It drives me crazy. It kills me, man. It's like
The
I feel
screen's
like we're off
black.
the
We don't
air.
know what- we don't-
You got one fucking job. It's just rub your hand on the mouse thing. It's not fucking hard. Yeah. Good God. Should we just hire the monkey we were thinking of getting? to
I
do
thought
this?
about Mojo, right?
Yeah, it's
Mojo
not a
the
hard
monkey.
job, man.
Just goes out, he tips his hat out.
I mean, that's the thing, Oh, by the way, guys, we have somebody auditioning for the gig as host.
Yeah, we had somebody host.
Well, the problem is we were doing these interviews.
Yeah.
And we would talk to them, and it wasn't going the way, it was just taking forever.
Yeah.
We thought, why don't we do something a little different? We have shock collar trivia.
Yeah.
Amanda did it actually 2 weeks ago, but it ended up not in the live show because Johnny's a fucking moron.
How did it get cut off?
Because he's a moron.
You get cut off? No.
Yeah, nobody saw it. It didn't. Okay, so anyway, whatever. That's yesterday. It's like the Christians going, okay, look, he died, but that's yesterday. What are we gonna do now? And so we're moving forward. And so we decided to do a little different type of interview, where we do it on air.
Yeah.
And we see how she does. And as long as everything goes smooth, rolls right in. Now, obviously, there's some bumps here and there, and we think it's only important that the interviewee
Yeah.
be aware of the bumps. And we
Yeah,
thought,
yeah.
what better way than using the shock collar as a reminder, like, oh, wrong answer.
Which we got the shot collar at Petco.
We ordered it online.
Oh, we're online.
Yeah, no, we
but
had to order
you
online.
can find it at Petco.
Yeah, when I went into Petco, the lady looked at me like, I know what you're going to do with it.
Yeah.
And-
Most LA stores don't do it because it's a porn fetish
Well,
thing.
that's the thing. Like, I'm not cruel to animals. I'm not a pet owner.
Yeah.
I love animals. I would never use this on an animal.
You shouldn't use that
No,
on
that's
animal.
horrible.
No, that's
But, I
terrible.
mean-
but a human.
Oh, what? Are we on? Are we? No. Oh, turn her thing on. Yeah,
I
you
thought
got
I
to turn
turned
it
it
on the
on
back. Yeah, it goes off after a while. It does the thing. Yeah.
Hold
Is it on?
Hold on.
Did it go on?
No.
We'll see. Might have to hold it down. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
go. Are we
I think so.
Let's see. I'm not sure. Somehow, you can't
Yeah,
really
it's on,
tell
it's on.
sometimes if it's on. Wait, that's
Yeah,
one of the ways you
that's-
can tell. Yeah.
That's
That's
really-
okay. So that's on. And yeah, so what'll happen is throughout the show,
like Jurassic
it'll be
Park
like
right
an
now.
interview, and if
just
if you like, for example, okay, like excessive laughing, right? Not good in an interview. Would you agree?
Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
Well.
Yeah,
what kind of
you don't wanna
podcast are we
excessively
doing?
laugh. I mean, that's kind of the thing. Excessive laughing is low on an interview thing. If you're laughing during the interview, it's hard to really ask you questions.
What
Okay.
level is it on?
It's only on 4.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
No, let me lower it here. Okay.
Where's it at right now?
Yeah, I'm at 2.
Yeah,
We'll
2?
start off low. Yeah.
So start
Because
with-
that's the thing. So now, Amanda, let me ask you this though. So what made you think of wanting to do a podcast? I mean, like, in the whole webcast thing.
Such a-
It's taking a goddamn long time. I mean, that was a long time to
That was-
answer. Am I wrong? I don't think I'm wrong, Johnny.
Oh God!
Yeah.
That was
That was a long time to answer. Let me try that again.
Say at this point.
Yeah, let me
This is
try that
odd.
again. Let me try that again. Amanda,
This
so
is-
what made you think of doing a webcast?
The ability to get shocked was just
Okay.
titillating. So yeah.
I liked it. That's not a bad
Yeah.
answer. That's a good answer there. You like it?
She's like, yeah.
Well, she does have a dirty side to her. I told her, I said, like I'm okay right off the bat, like the pants. I was telling her earlier, the pants. Yeah, the pants aren't good for an interview
That's not good.
because they're
yeah.
torn. Yeah,
Are we gonna do this for like 2 hours?
it's gonna be an hour max. Yeah. Let me say she might die during the show.
foaming
Look,
from the
it's gonna
mouth.
be what it's gonna be.
You didn't pass it.
Look,
it didn't happen.
You know what I'm saying? Look. What was it? The San Francisco Bridge. How many people were murdered during that thing in the building?
San Francisco Bridge.
Yeah, we lose one person. We're not really a big deal.
What are you talking about? San Francisco Bridge. Are you talking about the earthquake?
Golden Gate Bridge. No, when they built it.
Oh,
people
the
were
suicide
dead in it.
bridge.
Yeah, people are in the cement.
Yeah, that's the most biggest suicide bridge.
Yeah, well, their excuse was not
No,
people,
people-
Chinese, and I'm like,
People
that's not
sunk
right.
Into the cement.
They can't do that. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, people kind of forget about that.
Yeah.
That's true. Okay.
Yeah, they had a whole thing. See, knowing facts is good.
Yeah.
It's
good-
good to
good
know
facts,
facts.
yeah.
I like that. I like that.
Stop
And-
getting shocked. Behave.
Yeah,
for the rest
do
of
it
the show,
right,
please.
And yeah, because we want you. We're rooting for her.
Yeah. Why isn't Johnny having one on?
Oh, that's a good point. You know what I say? If Johnny doesn't have us, here's the thing. Here's what we're doing next week.
Yeah.
If Johnny doesn't have us up and running by 6,
Okay.
he wears the shock collar throughout the
Okay,
show.
by 6, we got to get in by 6 at least. But
What do you
Yeah.
mean? Oh, get
Well,
here
we'll
by
be
6?
here.
Okay.
We'll get here early. Yeah, we'll
Okay.
get here
I'm
early.
gonna try to get earlier.
Yeah.
Earlier. Yeah.
well, was it Google wanted to verify? And
No, a lot of things. Yeah,
They got mad
we had a
at
week
the
off.
Kennedys
Yeah, things
thing.
happen.
We got a little thrown off, and so much has happened. In the
Were they
last
mad
2
about
weeks.
the dead Kennedy
Yeah.
thing? Or they don't like us using it?
Yeah.
Oh, copyright
Yeah.
infringement.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's-
They're dead, though.
Wait, who?
I mean,
Aren't they? Is that
Like,
wrong?
Jello needs the
Yeah.
money,
Right?
He does.
Right?
Jello needs the money, really.
You know who
'cause-
Jello is, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
He ran for Congress at
I would have shocked you
Yeah.
had you not known. That was
I
good.
knew
Wait,
that.
Jello?
That was good, yeah.
Jello, the
Yeah.
person,
Jello
Yeah.
Biafra.
the
Lead
creator
singer
of Jello.
No, the lead
No.
singer.
I'm being
Bill
stupid.
Cosby.
Yeah.
Was
Pudding,
the dead Kennedy.
pudding pops.
See, now,
Bill
I will
Cosby.
say, I'm going to say, I don't know if it's just me, but I always think that, like, razzing the other host, like mocking him, isn't good in an interview.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that was a serious question I asked. Because I thought you guys were talking about Jello,
Obviously,
the
during
creator
the
of
show,
Jello.
she can, but not
Yeah.
at the interview. That's
Yeah.
that's bad timing. We got a few things to talk about. I want to make a statement in the sense that I want to say, all this stuff with Caitlin Bruce, this and that.
Yeah.
I personally want to go back to the fact that if I'm not sure if Bruce cut off the penis.
No,
or not.
no, it's still there.
Oh, he does have it.
Yeah.
Okay, so then he's just the
It's-
guy.
No. That photo, like on Vanity, was the
Yeah.
most photoshopped thing
Well,
you've
yeah, but
ever.
I thought he had had it cut.
No, he's taking a lot of hormones.
Because I was gonna
He's
say,
getting ready to get.
because I was gonna say, if you
yeah,
had it
it's
cut,
still-
they say
it's-
once you have it cut, you're a woman, and I say you're not, you're an amputee.
But they don't.
Well, they don't cut it off.
They cut it in half.
Yeah, they
turn
spread
it
it.
inside out.
Yeah,
and
they
then-
spread it like a banana.
That's the worst.
yeah.
Oh, but then I
Thing
found
I could
out
imagine.
they actually have to dilate it regularly, or else it closes up like a wound.
Yeah.
Because
And then they
That's
just,
sexy. I sure want to eat that. Hey,
Right.
eat my dick hole spot. Eat the spot where my dick used to be, and now there's a crevice. Please
So
eat that.
if they
Go
don't
down on
dilate
me.
it enough, then they'll be like a Ken doll.
That's yeah,
really,
that's
is that the case? Wow.
Have you guys
That's
ever
awful.
seen
That's
it?
what the medical
Huh?
term
Have you
is.
guys
That's
ever
awful.
seen one?
No, have you?
Ken
No,
doll?
I've no.
Well, here's
Not on video. Like I've never seen.
Well,
one on video.
here's the thing. Like I in high school, there's a kid I knew that was obviously he was gay. In freshman year, I met him. He was a cool dude. I'm like whatever. By senior year for his graduation gift, because our school was like half of us were poor and the other half were rich.
That's how the best
That's
ones
how
are.
the, yeah. And he's a rich kid, and for his graduation gift was a full sex change. He got a boob job. He got his dick cut off and everything, and
Well, folded inside.
folded inside. Whatever. Yeah, I never knew that
Made
actually.
into a
And
Only because don't correct him, not in the interview.
I I was always surprised
Look at that
that
thing. I love that.
that was
That is power. Yes.
no, that was 2001
Yeah.
when this happened, and nobody cared. Like, all right, whatever, that's cool.
Okay.
And now we're at this point right now where everyone feels like that we have to care in a way, even though
Supposed to
people
be
did
cool.
their own things. Does that make sense?
No.
People live their own lives and they don't think like, okay, do what you want to do. That's cool, and they're not. There's no big deal out of it. It's
But
just
you're
like,
not Bruce Jenner.
well, I know he was in the Wheaties box.
Well, like you were saying,
Yeah.
you were just saying though that back then people.
people have been doing it for like decades, but no one cared.
Bruce Jenner's been doing it for decades. Every one of his wives knew he did it, but
Yeah.
they married him for the prestige and money and what went with it. Now, here's the thing. Bruce Jenner got an award. Everyone's been talking about it, the Arthur Ashe Award for like strength in adversity.
Yeah.
And it's like over this guy who was like an amputee triathlon winner type of thing, some shit, right? And over this other person and all these other people when they used mostly amateurs have gotten the award. And what's kind of bullshit is, first of all, you cowardly fuck cunt. You hid in a closet doing this bullshit while you were having kids. Then you raise them and say, hey, by the way, kids, everything you thought is fucking twisted.
Yeah.
And it's okay to totally hide who you are for as long as you want and then come out and be like, everyone call me a hero because I finally told the truth. How about that there's been a lot of these motherfuckers doing this shit forever on fucking Highland and Santa Monica and nobody's giving them one goddamn brownie point.
Yeah.
Much less a goddamn award for standing out on Highland and Santa Monica and flossing your weird fucking Adam's apple having shit to everybody. But you don't get an award. Bruce Jenner has so much money he can make himself look like Katharine Hepburn, you know, and fucking look at me.
That vanity photo shoot was just the most It was Photoshop. Everything was there. It was just like it was all glazed over, and it's just. I
You
don't
know
know.
who's most pissed off? You know, remember the lady from Romancing the Stone? What was her name?
Jessica Lange.
No.
No.
Yeah, Jessica Lange looks just like her,
No,
but
it wasn't Jessica Lange.
No.
I know
Kathleen
you're right.
Turner.
Kathleen Turner.
Kathleen Turner's pissed off because Bruce Jenner looks slightly better than Kathleen Turner did at her best at 30.
Oh, Kathleen Turner was pretty hot.
At
in the
like
80s.
20, 30, and
You
then
know,
she
now
became
she's-
played like a
beast.
butch lesbian. In
Yeah.
Her
that
own
too.
body ate herself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then regurgitated herself, the poor lady.
Mine
Yeah.
did that once.
You know what it is? You don't ever fuck over Michael Douglas like that at the end of the movie. I mean, that's the whole thing. And Romancing the Stone is a great movie.
I heard there was a stone that got romanced. I don't know.
What's our episode? I'm sorry.
Because that didn't make sense. It didn't make sense.
What's our episode today? By the way,
What?
Five.
episode
Yeah,
5.
Episode
Okay.
5, yeah.
Sorry.
Speaking of which, sorry.
people are looking for right
I
now.
have
People are
to.
messaging.
Okay.
We
Yeah.
should be up.
Yeah, we should
people.
be up and
We
live,
should
guys.
be
I
up.
really
I'm
hope we are.
sorry.
If we're not live, please let me know. I mean, you wouldn't let me know because you wouldn't fucking hear me because Johnny's a goddamn turd.
Oh.
I don't mean you, Johnny. I mean another Johnny looks
No,
just
I
like
just
you.
mean
and is
the
next
use
to
of
me.
the word tard, you know.
Well, Romancing the Stone. Okay.
Whenever I say it, though,
Turner.
just so you know,
What are we talking
I need
about?
to put down people with disabilities.
Oh.
Okay.
Teach them then, fucker.
Huh? I'm not a teacher.
Hold on, let me see. Where are we?
What you need to do is put a shock collar on.
What the hell was I looking
Wait
for?
a
What was I
minute.
looking for? Oh, yeah. Watch this. Watch this. Here we
What?
go.
What?
I gotta look at the fuck we were gonna talk about.
I know this is guys.
I remember
This is
shit.
live.
This is
Well,
the thing.
if
This is
you're-
Live on
This is
YouTube, and we're trying to figure out what
We
to
don't
talk
give a
about.
shit. We know what we're talking about.
I personally
I know what we're talking
noticed
about.
That,
I just- where the
Bruce
fuck did
Jenner
I put
is
it?
owned because everyone in his family, their
Where the
name
fuck did I
starts
put
with
it?
a K.
Yeah.
Well, it's the Kardashians.
I thought I
Well,
read
here I was. Johnny and I were talking earlier, but
Wrote something.
there was actually Burger was there. I think when I saw this at Universal Bar and Grill, but they were showing on ESPN old clips of Battle of the TV networks
Yeah,
and whatever.
Battle of the
And there was
Network
one with
Stars.
Bruce Jenner
Oh, yeah.
and O.J.
As a man.
Simpson.
Oh,
And they were racing each other.
Yep.
This is like in the early '80s, late '70s, and you really think about because didn't Bruce marry what's his name, the attorney that defended O.J.?
yeah. Her dead husband is the attorney that defended OJ.
O.J.
Yeah, it's Kardashian.
But the,
Yeah.
reason
Okay,
that the reason they're famous is because she fucked Ray J, who is Moesha's brother.
Yeah, but
Andy.
You interrupted me. That's bad on an interview. Here's the thing. Watch this. This is what I'm saying. Here's the weird thing, first of all, is OJ, what people didn't ever talk about,
yeah.
was OJ. First of all, we all know Chloe is OJ's kid. That's a fact. Chloe,
can
it's
see
not a
that.
fact, but I know it. I'm saying it's a fact.
Yeah.
Chloe's
Chloe's
OJ's kid.
OJ's kid. She's the only. Come on, she looked. Come on.
She doesn't even. Yeah, she
Chloe,
doesn't match.
Chloe's a mixed kid.
Match the
She's mixed
Kardashian.
black.
Yeah.
Everyone can tell whatever they want. She's mixed black. So she's OJ's kid. That aside, that's why Kardashian represented OJ because that's his kid. That's her dad. That's the connection. They were all in swinger parties. But that aside, watch this though. I have always said that OJ did not kill Nicole Brown. I have always said that he did not kill Ron Goldman. OJ never killed. Sorry, I was looking for an ashtray.
Was it- it
OJ
was
never
Kardashian?
killed. Thank you. OJ
No,
never killed any of them. OJ's son did. And here's the thing.
OJ's little boy.
He wasn't a little boy back then. He was 20-something.
Who? OJ's
yeah,
other kid.
Yeah.
Yeah,
not-
and
not-
he hated Nicole Brown. And here was the thing: is he was interviewed as being possibly the killer, and they dropped it. Now here's the thing: all of a sudden, does OJ go from being the scumbag to hero dad who took the fall for his kid, lost all his money, all this over his kid, not going to jail because whatever this bitch did, blah blah blah, it pissed him off, and then he hated her because she like cut him out or whatever. So he flips out, kills her, and OJ as this hero dad takes all this shit for his kid, knowing he can't be prosecuted, knowing he's not going to go down for the crime because he didn't do it. So he's down to go through all the court case and everything, knowing they can't convict him. Because, like they said, the glove won't fit. This didn't work. I've always said that motherfucker with his knees
Glove
could never
won't
have
fit.
jumped that wall. He could not have jumped the fucking wall they say he jumped to get away.
We were like in 6th grade.
Yeah.
I was in
But this
fifth
is the thing.
grade. 5th grade to 6th grade.
So,
yeah.
but here's the thing.
Sixth
So
grade.
it's come
Junior
back
high
up
when it
though.
ended.
But it's
Yeah.
come back up about his son.
Yeah.
And about his son being interviewed and all this stuff, and then it's all coming up about the problems they had and how his son did have the ability to do it all and everything else. So they never found the knife or anything else. Again, I think I now fully believe that OJ's son did it.
Yeah.
OJ took the rap in the sense of saying, "Look at me, look at me." I think first of all, dude did a slow speed chase.
Slow speed
How
chase.
did everyone know he was taking off? He wasn't even being watched just yet. But they knew he was
Well, no.
taking off. Yeah, he was under suspicion.
Well,
but he could have gotten away a
I
million
was
ways.
on unemployment the year that he was on
Yeah.
trial. So I consider myself an expert on the OJ trial.
Because you're watching so
I
much on
watched the
court
whole
TV.
fucking thing.
On
I
court
was
TV.
on Channel 7.
I was
Oh, it was
Yeah.
no, it was publicly
Like,
televised.
on regular
Cartoon.
broadcast television.
I was doing
I
drugs,
totally
yeah.
forgot
Yeah,
about that.
I was smoking drugs.
I was home all day
Great.
waiting for calls, people
Yeah.
coming by.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
so there was,
I did.
but yeah,
It's
they
a
had
weird
him under
case.
surveillance that
Yeah.
morning.
Yeah.
They had
Yeah.
the van across the street.
But here's the thing. Dude could have gotten away if he wanted to. Now, here's
Yeah.
the weird thing, though. He brought all the attention to himself. Then he does the slow speed thing, but he never really tries to get away. Now, then he goes to court. Now, first of all, as soon as he did the slow speed chase, that brought everyone's focus on him and off everyone
Yeah.
else. They stopped any other investigation for a killer.
Yeah.
OJ did it. Why would he run, right? So now what he just did was take all eyes off his son, who was already interviewed at this point and was a suspect.
Yeah.
Take all eyes off of him and put them on him. Now, I personally, it's like the guy whose son was the cop, got in the bar fight, killed the guy, and his dad drove him down to Mexico.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, because that's what a dad fucking does.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
what you do. You tell your kid. Now, if my kid was a child molester or a rapist or this and that, I'd be like, here's a gun, go kill yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm
Don't
sorry.
support that
I'm
shit.
sorry I bore you. You know, I'm sorry I brought you in this world. I was a mistake. You're a piece of shit. Kill yourself. If my son or daughter gets into a weird situation where they end up killing someone and it's just like it was a situation that got out of hand or something, fuck that. I'm getting them out of here. Go start a new life. Be free. You don't need
Yeah.
to be in jail for life. Fuck that. Above the law and the fucking, that's what I'm saying. Even for religious people, we go by God's law. So above the law, the quote unquote country law and
Law
stuff.
of man.
Yeah, law.
Yeah.
Thank you. Law of man. Don't ever, ever correct me. Did I get? Where is that? Where is that? Damn it! There it is. Yeah, never correct.
Did you push it up?
But I appreciate. No, I didn't. But I
Oh.
appreciate law of man. You're right. But by law of man, I'm not going to go by law of man when it comes to my kids. Now, if you're hurting people like you're a serial killer, now I might have to take you out. That's my job.
Yeah, yeah. No, I
But
understand that.
yeah, but if you commit a crime, you get busted trying to smuggle in cocaine, I'm gonna do everything I can to get you free and out of this country and safe.
It's like the 25th hour, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And so, so the whole thing being is I believe OJ covered for his kid. And if that's the case, he goes from piece of shit to hero.
I just find it really interesting that, Bruce Jenner to OJ, like how that all the whole world, just
ties
like,
together.
everything is all connected in a weird.
Everything.
It's the Illuminati.
Well, okay, more and more, I'm apt to start believing this shit just because of all the things going on and everything that's starting to come out and everything being said that, yeah, there is a group of people that are controlling, not running, but controlling, manipulating shit.
Yeah.
And they're doing what they can. They own the media. They own Main Pop. They own like the hipsters, the sheep, the this and that. But they don't own people that are free will thinking, which a lot of us think we are, and we're not. And I don't even know.
We're
if
not.
I
We're
am or I
sheeps.
am not.
We're told-
I have to be somewhat of a sheep, man. I got a bus pass.
You have to. You have to.
I'm getting a motorcycle. I'm gonna have payments. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. I go to work every day.
Yeah.
I'm a school teacher. I love what I do. I'm very
Yeah.
lucky. But yeah, I'm just as much a sheep as anyone else.
As
in a
anybody here.
sense.
I mean, in the media, what's really interesting, actually, a comic brought it up this morning, I saw on Facebook, but he thought it was really interesting of how a lot of people on Facebook were arguing about what Jerry Seinfeld said about the PC college rooms to what happened in McKinney, Texas, and how there's anger in between the two. Almost the same. Mm-hmm. I thought it was very interesting. That's my segue to McKinney.
How insane is that whole thing? It was like a remake of a bad 1950s fucking.
Oh, it was weird to watch that.
I was waiting for Sidney Poitier. What a great actor.
Oh, great
Thank
actor.
You. Thank you. That's for
in the
Sidney.
heat, it's like in the heat
Yeah.
of the night kind of moment.
Oh, he's so great. I was waiting for him to walk in. I'd be like, what is going on here? Just like break down the whole thing,
yeah.
shoot through it.
Mr. Tibbs.
Yeah.
Mr. Tibbs.
They call me Mr. Tibbs.
Call me Mr. That's such a great movie.
Great movie. And, but it was so sad. It's unbelievable. I just think, God, this has got to be actors. This has got to be pretend. Nobody's stupid anymore.
But that's the thing. Like everything that's going on is just everything's viral. Everything is blown out of proportion to the point that it's I don't know. I can't get into it anymore. I don't want to watch these videos of.
You know what it is? It comes down to this. What was weird is how much of sheep we are in that. There was a mentally disabled young man who was off over at the Slauson Car Wash, I believe it was, or the Western one, and in South Central, and he was shot by some gang members for wearing red shoes. And some people were posting. Well, a lot of black people were coming out and saying they need to find this dude and kill him. They need to hang him. They need to shoot this motherfucker. They need to do all this stuff, right? And I was thinking, wait, I thought Black Lives Matter. Just not his. And this is the thing. Yeah, I get the outrage, but this is the problem, is when we have someone like the gentleman who was doing nothing, like those kids who were at a birthday party, and they get treated like that for no fucking reason, man. Every one of them cops need to be up on charges. Like someone said, someone needs to just shoot that cop in the fucking head, and I agree. Yeah, because you're out of control, dude. Someone needs to stand over with, what, this is bullshit. This is where civilians need to take over and go, you are out of control. And if that cop is getting crazy with his gun, then someone needs to pull out their gun and waste that motherfucker.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. But not over, like Rodney King, going back to that. Rodney King could have killed so many kids and done so much damage to just people trying to live life. Fuck that. This is the problem. This is what people don't get. When you sue the police, you don't win money from the police. You win taxpayer money.
Yeah.
We are paying that. I'm getting sued for things I never did.
Yeah.
And I'm paying out for things I didn't do.
People don't understand anything. What was that guy last year? I forget his name now already, but he was all over the news. The ex-cop that was killing cops. Remember that?
No. It was Donner.
Donner,
I loved it.
He was Ellie's
rest in
Batman all of a
peace.
sudden.
He was great.
It's sad who he killed people who are not involved with it.
Well, wait a second.
The daughter?
The daughter, you just said not involved, right?
Well,
no, but what is it? Less no innocent blood, meaning, or whatever, but it be that you want to fuck with people. You want to pull games, you want to end people's lives. Well, you know what? You got family too. You want to play the game?
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
your family's in the game.
Yeah.
You want to play hardcore? No, your family's playing hardcore then.
Yeah.
You think everyone else other families are worried about you killing them. Now you got to worry about someone killing yours.
Yeah,
Now, you
that's
gotta
true,
live
that's true.
knowing your daughter's dead because of the shit you did.
You did, yeah.
And that shit ran a hell of a lot deeper than they tried to ever make it seem. Like some dude was just mad about not getting in the police academy.
No,
Like,
he
nah, that
was
shit ran
he was a
lot
legit
deeper.
cop. He
Yeah,
was,
that shit ran a lot deeper, and it was like a lot of cover
no, but
up.
the media just did
Yeah.
not want to spin it that. No, they
Right.
spin it away. They don't want to tell the truth of
That's
it.
the
They're just
thing,
making him
yeah.
look like he's insane.
Well, I mean, but what if he is like the real life Punisher and he's
he was a
still-
very
Like-
Punisher-esque.
like, what if he's still alive? He's pulling Punisher
I- it
shit.
would-
I mean, that's
dude, have you?
kind of
Listen,
the Punisher backstory.
you never know.
How do you get
never know.
all of San Bernardino, L.A., San Diego, and Riverside, go up to the Big Bear Mountain, and just shut down a mountain?
Well, you pissed
Yeah.
off all
Yeah.
of them if you've got
It's
all of them.
amazing.
It was phenomenal.
And they just come in there and they're just shooting the shit out of a cabin. It's like, what the fuck is going on?
And it blows up.
I know, it's
like a
like-
lot of Hollywood, man.
There's a lot of Hollywood in
I
that.
think your
Yeah.
thing's off. We got to turn that back on. This is killing the interview. Yeah, pop that thing back on. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, is it? Let me see. Wait. Can you feel that?
No.
Oh, okay.
I
Thank
felt
God
that.
it's working. Okay. That was a joint shock. That was cool.
I like that. I like it.
Yeah, because I meant to do that
Ah!
because you weren't adding enough. You got to jump in. Yeah.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
they found his badge, but
Yeah.
like what, his body was disintegrated, but how
Disintegrated,
how did
yeah.
a plastic badge survive, but a human
Yeah.
body gets completely
Well, even a
disintegrated?
metal badge couldn't survive
But
past
it
the
just
bone and
bothers
everything.
me
Yeah.
if you're if because even when they you're shocking my brains out.
Taking too long. Taking way too long. It's a lull in broadcasting. It's a lull in
when
broadcasting.
somebody gets cremated,
Yeah.
still pieces of bone and all sorts of
Oh,
stuff.
yeah.
they have
Exactly,
to
yeah.
throw away.
It
That
outlasts
don't
it.
actually get turned
Yeah.
into dust.
Yeah.
And
And-
that building did not burn down.
I just want
down.
to know how his body got turned into
Well,
you know,
it goes-
to wishes
sorry.
and dreams. You know,
Because it
the-
never happened.
And it's
He's
just like
awesome.
Osama bin Laden being
Yeah.
killed. It never. They dumped his body in the sea.
You know what to
I
me?
want to believe that.
Well, you know what my whole
It
thing is to
feels
me
fun.
is first of all, okay, we all know 9/11's a fake. I mean, any idiot who still pretends that
Oh, it's an
9/11
inside
was,
job.
was the Arabs doing it or anything else. But I think what happened was they were
So
like,
people blame
well,
the
well,
Jews.
well, they were like, hey, Osama bin Laden, right? And he's like, okay, I did it. Yeah, we did it. We do. How did we do it? He had no fucking idea. But he was just like, but here's the thing. When we really look at who Osama bin Laden is, here's a guy who gave up billions of dollars, walked away from it all to defend people he thought were being taken advantage of. I think we used to call him Gandhi or Martin Luther King,
Dude,
Mother Teresa, but he didn't do it for us. So he was a criminal.
Osama went to school in Detroit.
Yeah.
Went to college.
Oh, very
Yeah.
educated. Oh, very educated. But he comes from multi-billion-dollar
Multi-billion-dollar family, yeah.
Saudi
Real-
Arabian families, but he walked away from the money. He was cut off by them. Now, here's the thing. Those families worked at the time tightly with the Bushes. But they work tightly still with the Bushes and Cheney, all that stuff. I mean, they work with all those corporations.
It's really weird. Yeah.
oh yeah,
It's
and what is it? Ubertron? What the fuck is Cheney's company?
and Enron.
No, he's not Enron. He's what's Cheney?
What if they're
Cheney
building
was-
like a superhuman?
I thought Cheney was
with,
part
like,
of Enron.
Cheney's heart and like Osama's kidneys, and there's like this giant Frankenstein.
See, this is a serious conversation, and you made it crazy.
You're
Yeah.
not helping.
Yeah.
Serious.
You took a serious conversation, you made it crazy. Now, so here's what we do. So we jump back to sanity, and what we say is though, so they've been doing this forever, and they're running everything, and Osama bin Laden was just like I say, he was he was Che Guevara, but Che Guevara we know was a big fucking lie, because he was just some rich old dick who ran around being a racist.
Yeah.
And so, we find out everyone's kind of shit, and so we realize that all these people are kind of made.
Yeah.
And so is it like that we're just living a sitcom? Are we really a
We
reality show
are.
at this point?
We're sheeps.
Yeah, we've become total sheep.
And we believe in anything. This is what I hate about anyone on Facebook, where they don't get to the facts of anything. They just post shit. And this is why I'm not excited for 2016 when the elections come around, because people want to be shitting on both sides, and they have no facts on any of these people. and it's just because they're reading memes. Like, okay, well, this meme says this. It's just like, dude, just fucking.
And in this year, in 2015, we're still having racial shit on social media. That is so
Oh, it's the
stupid.
saddest thing.
When people are like, "Oh, this, that, da, da, da."
Oh, you're
black people say this, white people do this. Blah, blah, blah,
Go
blah,
live
blah,
in
blah.
the
It's just,
60s.
oh my
I don't live in
God.
the 60s, but I don't know. You guys grew up in
I'll
the
say
70s.
this. I'll tell you, the
80s.
70s, that shit stopped.
Yeah.
Everyone went, this is so stupid. And then they went, no, fuck that. Crack cocaine, rap music. No, there'll be problems. We will make sure there are problems.
Yeah.
Look at, again, not to bring it up so many times, but over a year ago, man, we did the story. Or almost a year ago, 7 months ago maybe, we did the story about the rap music. And
Yeah.
then all of a sudden they're coming out about the private prisons and their lobbyists and what they've been doing for so long. And then we realized, yeah, this shit's been going on. This
Dude,
is
remember
horrible.
we talked about in the podcast about Bill Cosby?
Yeah.
Before Bill Cosby?
Way before anything ever, before that comic ever said anything,
Yeah.
before anything, we were talking about what a scumbag Bill Cosby was and how people don't talk about it and they let him get away with it. You really got to add stuff. Yeah, you need to be in on this. You should. I
When
love
hear
this
that,
thing. This
I
is
get
great.
zapped.
Yeah, it's a lose-lose. It's
She's scared to go either way
Yeah.
with this one.
I really am.
So by the way, my friend thinks that we're bananas for
Oh, we
the
are.
show.
Yeah.
no, this is,
No.
This is completely
Yeah, there's
banana
nothing
shows.
right about us.
There's nothing.
Yeah.
This is not.
This is it's the I'm Fucking Burger podcast. That's how it goes. You know what is crazy though.
I feel like when I sweat from this, that it makes me zap further.
Do you think?
Is that a
I
word?
do.
Are you sweating right now? Let's see. Yeah. Okay, it might. You might be right. You know. Okay. So you know what's wild though, because like I say, they're throwing all the shit at us. What throws me off is there's nobody rioting over the McKinney thing. They should be surrounding that police station, demanding that these cops be fired immediately.
They were kids.
There was
They were
some-
kids.
There were some
Eating
protests in
bathing
McKinney.
They had a protest.
Did you hear them? Yeah. No, they should shut down.
I'm gonna lock the door.
They should shut down the. Can we lock that?
Oh, go lock the door.
Yeah.
Lock the
Yeah.
door.
Next time, make sure that's
Lock
locked.
the door.
Yeah. That's.
These are really torn.
Those are really torn jeans.
Yeah,
I can
those
see
are-
your
those are-
ass.
Her
Yeah.
ass is.
Did you lock
yeah.
the top? Yeah.
She's-
Beautiful. The top, right? Yeah. Perfect. Good job.
Yeah, those
Good
are
job.
gonna,
Those are torn.
Those are very torn.
Yeah.
See, she didn't even give it to
Did
the
you
camera,
show them the
though.
back of those?
Yeah.
Yeah. Show them the back of those. Yeah. Show 'em.
All of us got
Yeah.
to see it, but not the camera.
Black quicker.
It's-
Black quicker. There we go. See? There we go.
There you
Yeah.
go. Yeah, that's
That's the back of those. That's how she showed up on an interview.
that's why she got shocked.
Yeah. Are we back to you? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I pushed the wrong button. Now I'm back. Okay. So now, but I mean, this is the thing. So, they should be surrounding that. They should be shutting down that police station, shutting down that town until something's fucking done, because that's some real bullshit. Not some gang member. Okay, this is the thing. When like the Rodney King thing, like some of the other things where the dude's like doing bullshit and then they get fucked up. Yeah, the cops should go to jail. They should be fired, and the person should be given the finger. Like, hey,
Yeah,
fuck
simple
you,
as that.
dude. You were doing wrong. Okay, but when you got some kids going, dude, we were invited to a party, and they were invited to the party, and they weren't doing shit. Just they showed up all black. That's not a fucking crime.
But normal teenage kids get a little bit loud at a normal.
Well, let me say, wait, hold on. I'm gonna zap you, because my daughter's half black and she's totally normal.
Is she not normal?
No, she's 100%. So let me say all kids.
I mean, well, that's
Yeah,
what I meant.
I
All
know.
kids.
I know,
Just
but we tend to
normal-
do that in life.
Normal being kids that you don't call the.
Right,
being.
but that should be all colored kids.
don't-
in that
Yeah.
sense,
I-
yeah.
I wasn't saying that black.
Why do you
children
hate
are
black people?
abnormal.
Why do you hate black kids?
Oh, we got it out of her.
Again.
She's like, why do I hate black kids? Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Why you gotta have a pool party at night? You know.
It was a pool party during the day.
You can't
It
be
was
racist
during
during an
the
interview.
day.
It's an interview. You can't be racist during an
Sorry.
interview. No,
Here's the
on
weird
the
thing.
show, yes, not the interview.
When I was a kid growing up, I grew up in a very multicultural like neighborhood. We had blacks, we had Indians, we had a lot of Asians, white, everything. I never really saw a difference in anybody. Actually, only the Jews. There's no
Yeah.
Jews in San Diego, really.
Yeah.
There's really not a big Jewish population down there.
No,
But
no.
they're all here. They're all here. You too, especially.
Yeah, there's nothing there. You know how hard it is to find a good schmear in San Diego? You think
It's hard,
Einstein's
it's
fucking
hard.
bagel place got a good schmear? It's shit.
It's hard.
It's shit. It smells like.
But
fucking
I
oyster
grew up
sauce.
never really.
It's your fault. I'm smoking, Johnny.
I grew up really never thinking about a racial stuff. I just never did.
Post-racial.
I kind
say.
of did,
Kids
but
like
I
to
think
say
it
that,
really
right?
changed.
But didn't you grow up
after-
fairly white?
Huh?
White people, right?
San Diego. Well, my neighborhood was white and Asian, really.
Yeah, it's
So-
still it's San Diego, like California though. I mean, Burger, you're from here too. California. There's no black and white line because
It's a very
diversity is like you can hate
Well,
like Bangladesh.
well, you know what's funny?
You know, it's
The-
like you can totally have a thing against ties in LA, but you know, there's not like bigotry that is so one sided. I mean, except for the black
No.
thing.
Well, you know what it is? No, and
And
I
still the
think
black
one.
thing.
Well, you know what it is? No. Once we get rid of people saying things like, acting white, acting black, acting Asian, doing this and that. Growing up, people would always tell me like, "Damn, Burger, you're Mexican. Damn, Burger, you're black," and I'd always go, "No, I'm not." Like I'm a
No,
Jew.
yeah,
I'm cool with being a Jew. If you get along with me, you don't got to put a label on me to decide why you get along with me. If you think you don't like white people or you don't like Jewish people, you don't have to sugarcoat me to get along with me. Then just don't like me.
Yeah.
But if you do like me, then realize you're wrong. You do like these people, and you're just wrong. I mean, that's the whole thing. I
Well-
always say, as soon as I met one person from each race I liked, I knew I couldn't hate any races because, I already knew someone I liked.
Yeah.
Therefore, that's done. I'm wrong. I can't be. It's not everybody. And so if it's not one person, it's not everybody. But it's not just not one person. It's not millions of people.
Yeah.
And we need to get to that point
Well-
where we stop.
Here's okay. So when my grandparents they lived in New York, they moved to Los Angeles in the 1950s. They moved to Watts
Okay.
in the 50s.
A lot of Jews.
Jews and Italians.
Yeah.
It was a Jewish Italian
Yeah,
neighborhood.
same people.
Food. What's up?
Same people, different food.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Seriously, same people.
Yeah.
Schnozzes everywhere. But when they go in the 60s, blacks started moving in the neighborhood. Everyone left the neighborhood. My grandparents stayed. My dad grew up in Watts in the 60s and experienced the Watts riots. My grandparents, because they grew up in New York, they lived in New York, multicultural. You just live among everybody.
He probably didn't even know he was supposed to hate people.
No, my dad went to a Catholic school and majority were black. He was the only white kid
Yeah,
there.
but nobody bugged him.
Nobody
He didn't bug
bugged. Nobody
anyone.
cared.
Because
And
the
he-
stories are 90% lies.
So it's just like, and that's the thing I always find very interesting is that at that time they stayed in the neighborhood because they didn't see any difference. Like,
Yeah.
oh, these are just
Yes.
normal people.
There wasn't before the Watts riots.
Yeah.
There wasn't, and then after the Watts riots, there was a separation for a while, and then that kind of went away, and the government basically went like, oh fuck, like the last thing we ever need is poor people of different colors getting together. The second that happens, we're fucked.
Yeah.
And so they went, well, wait a second, hold on, L.A. riots, bam.
Yeah.
Rap music, all this stuff. Whitey's been doing this to you. Whitey's been, meanwhile, like I said, there's so many.
It's a separation.
When people say like white guilt or white privilege, that's the one thing I fucking hate.
There is no white privilege.
I wish there was.
come on,
If
there is.
No,
No,
there isn't.
there
There's
isn't.
rich privilege. There's rich
There is white privilege though.
Yeah, but that comes from your family.
No, there is because of the attitudes towards blacks. There's ways that certain blacks like that people get treated.
No, I
because
understand that.
of white and black.
Really,
And
I got pulled over on Slauson for walking.
I agree, man. I'm not saying that it doesn't like that. I haven't got pulled over. I haven't been fucked with by cops because I got long hair.
So
or
are you
whatever,
saying
but
some hot little
if
girl?
if you were in your suit and you were white, you don't experience the same thing that a black man who does the exact
Same
same
suit?
look really
Wait,
really
wait,
good in the
hold on.
same
Here-
suit.
same suit,
even in
same
the suit,
situation.
it still
I got-
happens to him.
I'll be back. I
it
got
does.
to
It happens to him.
Where you going? You got to piss?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, I hang out
Yeah.
with NFL stars, NBA stars.
Yeah.
and-
No, you're talking about different people, but you
Still-
just said
still.
NBA and NFL. What I'm
Black.
saying, what I'm saying is
No,
they
that's
will
not
get
true,
stereotyped, but they will get stereotyped in the sense if they are dressing a certain way. Not saying it's okay. I'm saying I get stereotyped because of how I look. I get
Yeah.
stereotyped that I'm gonna have meth, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, I'm down there stealing, I'm selling drugs, whatever it be. I get stereotyped for the way I look. Now you take Mario Van Peebles.
Yeah.
And you put him driving around in his suit and everything else, not even being Mario Van Peebles, but just looking like that. Nobody's bugging him because he just looks like he belongs. He looks too pretty.
But they do. But I've heard stories.
Yeah,
I've heard
stories.
stories
because they love the
and
stories.
They love the stories.
Yes.
But wait. Back to the video of the kid in McKinney.
Yeah.
The little girl The
Yeah.
way he touched that little girl.
Horrible.
You think-
Someone should have
but,
killed
like,
him.
How, if that would have been a little white girl the same size,
He wouldn't have been. He would have gotten so
the-
much
no,
trouble.
he would.
You know what's so
he would have
funny?
had to-
No, you know what's
the
funny?
things
Parents
would
would have been on.
Yeah,
it.
you know
Yeah.
what? Yeah, you know what's funny is it's funny you say that because you bring up a great point, Amanda, and I'm not even gonna shock you because that's a great point. You just said it. If that was white trash people acting foolish, da 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 da, and that cop jumped on their kid, those motherfuckers are jumping on that cop. They're gonna grab that gun. They're gonna fuck that dude up.
Texas, they all got
Well, I'm
guns.
saying you get some white
Yeah.
trashy Texas motherfuckers and you grab that
Yeah.
kid. So that cop ain't gonna do it because he's
Yeah.
scared to death. Now here's the other thing. If
If the black parents
if it was
jumped on him,
if the
it
black
would've been
parents
fully
were
out of
there,
it.
if the black I don't mean the black, if that was a black neighborhood,
Yeah.
and that shit had gone on that way,
Yeah,
the
it
black
wouldn't
people in
have
that neighborhood have started fucking up that cop.
Well, it's
What I
video in
miss?
Cop
New
would have
York-
What I
gotten
miss?
killed the way he should have.
Well, it's a video
No, go on.
in New York
Yeah.
of where that happened, where an undercover, those New York undercover who they're probably the worst out there, and he was fucking with like
Yep.
a 12-year-old girl. And the neighborhood said, no,
Yep.
you're not.
Yep.
You know.
And they fucked
she
him up.
mouthed off, a 12-year-old girl
Yep.
mouthed off to you. Deal with it.
Yep.
You're not beating a little girl.
Yep. And they
because
fucked her up.
Wait,
It just stopped him. No,
I'm
he
sorry.
threw his badge out and he left. He left. He just left the neighborhood.
They should have fucked him up.
Like, they should have fucked him up.
I just jumped in here. What are you guys talking
Okay,
about?
so we're just talking about the fact that, like, with the McKinney thing and this and that, but
Yeah.
like how he was treating that one black girl and throwing her around in this and that, and how he wouldn't have done that to a white girl, but he would have done that to a white girl if he also could have gotten away with it. Now, here's the thing: if it was a bunch of the white parents there in a
Yeah.
white trashy ass neighborhood, he'd have gotten fucked up. Now, if he would have done that in an all black neighborhood, he'd have gotten fucked up for doing that shit.
Yeah.
Now, but because he's a cop and he used his power in the way they do a lot of times to overuse it, he took advantage of a situation where other people weren't going to jump in on her behalf.
Yeah.
Other people weren't going to get in a fight over her because they weren't connected like that.
Well, do you think in a
The
black
one
neighborhood?
boy that did got arrested.
Yeah, but do you think in a black neighborhood, if there was one little white girl like that the black neighborhood would let him treat the white girl like
No.
that?
Yeah.
You think?
Yeah,
they,
and I'll tell you why. Wait, wait.
Like a
no,
thuggish
not a
black
white girl.
neighborhood-
No, take a bunch of
little-
white kids at a black pool and this and that. And the
Oh,
cops
no,
come
no,
away.
no.
And
Well,
the cops
yeah.
come, and you know why? The only reason they will is because they're not going to get shot over kids they're not connected to, not by color.
Yeah.
Meaning these kids are invited in. So maybe this parent isn't going to get killed by the cop over this kid
Yeah.
because it's not their kid, so you're not willing to jump in front of the car all of a sudden.
Yeah.
So yeah, but not because they're racist, but because the bloodline, like the
'Cause
blood
they're afraid to
connection
get in
isn't
trouble
there.
for
It's not your
themselves.
neighborhood.
Yeah.
It's not the kids in your neighborhood. So you're not connected that way.
It's not the
So
food
yeah,
donors.
you would back up a little. Now, if it was a white or a black kid that was from the neighborhood, everyone knew him, da 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 da, like that. No, the neighborhood would stand with them no matter what, Chinese, whatever they be. Because people aren't racist. Groups are racist. Media is racist. Thoughts are racist. People truly, when it comes down to it, and we always know by disasters.
Yes.
A disaster hits and everyone forgets
Oh.
their racism.
Yeah, no, I was actually, yesterday,
And a Holly Berry's pussy.
Oh yeah.
I was watching 30 on 30 on Netflix, and they were talking about the earthquake in San Francisco during the World Series, Oakland against
Yeah.
San Francisco. The irony of that. And it talked about how San Francisco, very classy, very white too, San Francisco compared to Oakland. You know how those two cities
Right.
work.
Yeah.
And when the earthquake struck, that brought the Bay together as they were divided by a lower class and
Yeah.
upper class of people. But all of a sudden,
Everything got forgotten and humans helped humans.
in your lifestyle, in your
Humanity.
lifestyle, and that's what you said it the other day ago. Well, I thought about it was yesterday because I said earthquake weather because it was yesterday's weather was weird, and I was like
So weird.
8.6 going to happen. That's what I was
Yeah,
thinking,
right?
Yeah.
And it's just this is the day, and you say we need this, we need something,
disaster.
we need something
We
to
do.
just to bring people together again. Because right now,
To make people realize that all this stuff is bullshit. It's,
It is.
It's Hollywood. It's Hollywood around the world.
we're sitting
And,
on
yeah.
a living planet that wants
played.
to kill us.
But we're being played. But we're being played, and one disaster will make us all stop and go, "Oh, wait, we could just help each other and get along."
yeah.
You know, and the majority of the people aren't going to loot. The majority of the people aren't, and then of all colors are not going to loot.
Yeah.
And people of all colors will loot and do stupid shit. And that's what people don't get. Is I always say that, you know, like I said, I did a post this .com thing, HollywoodDog.com. Nice people, you know, and everything, but I won't be censored.
Uh-huh.
You know, and so I wrote a post about. I said I'm gonna once and for all let you guys know how black people act, and they do. They act individually as to how they were brought up socioeconomically, who their family and friends and influences were. And that's all. Just like everybody else in the fucking world. They act according to their life. That's it. Each individual. And this and that. But they said the title was too much, how black people act and da-da-da. And they said, can you change it to how Asian people act? Well, they actually said how yellow people act.
Oh,
Really?
And I'm like, are you serious? Because that's fucking just horrible. And then I just wrote back, no, I won't change it. Because the reason I wanted to say it is some of my students were saying that, like, oh, you know how black people act? And I said, I do, individually. I know how each black person I know acts, and they act differently based on who they are. Not one being the same. Now, like when people say, oh, these people look alike, these people look, we all look alike. We have
all do,
repeats.
yeah.
There's not that many molds. There's somebody that looks like us in every race, but there's also somebody in our own races that look similar enough to us.
Well, I say all blonde white women look the same.
Everybody looks the same, but everyone looks the same. I've met you 7 times, you know? We've all met each other a few times. It's like when I run into people on the subway or something and they got the braids.
Yeah,
Another
yeah,
guy.
yeah. Yeah.
And they always look at me like Highlander. Like there can only be one. Like we can't be friends.
Yeah.
You know, because we're doing the same thing, and then now they're not unique. You weren't unique, Dick. Geronimo said we weren't unique. Willie Nelson said, fucking Israelis back in the day, Africans that were doing this, said we're not unique.
No, it's
not
just
unique. Yeah, I never thought. My wife's sorry. I'm gonna say
No,
one thing.
you
My
go,
wife.
go.
We were walking across the street, and this older Indian dude with braids like to here, right? He has braids to here.
Mm-hmm.
Mine are to here. My wife goes like this. You are starting to catch on. I go, baby, he's a 60-year-old Indian dude. I don't think he got it from me. Like, I don't, really? Like, I
Yeah.
think he was sporting that before he saw me.
Yeah.
You know, but she was thinking, like, people were starting to do braids because of me. And it's like, no, baby, people have been doing braids forever. I don't think I'm unique. There's nothing unique about me. I'm born. You know, I was born in 69. I was way too late in the world to fucking be unique. If I was born in 69, nothing before it.
1969.
No, if I was just born in 69.
Common era.
69.
Yeah. Common era, 69. Okay. Then I would be like, I've got to be doing new shit. Like, these motherfuckers ain't even got bread. You know, like, I'm popping in some new shit. But I was born in 1969. I can't be doing anything unique. I'm not special.
No,
I'm not.
I did a podcast last. I was a guest on it, and they asked me. There's a segment where it's like new comic, old comic, or classic comic, new comic.
Yeah.
People inspired you, and I told them like, well, you know, Bill Hicks,
Yeah.
big inspiration. It goes down. And I had an argument too about it because I said Cosby's an inspiration because he's a
Yeah.
great storyteller.
Great.
And I was like,
Amazing
and they were like, oh, like, what? You have to talk about his career too, like his career to his personal life. You got it. Do you like Van Gogh paintings?
Have to connect them. Yeah, he was a nut job.
People like Van Gogh. He's a nut. Van Gogh's a
Ben Franklin was a pedophile.
Yes.
I
He was
mean,
Spectre?
John
Yeah.
Wayne was gay. I don't care what they did. I like the movie.
You like the
I love my
movies. You have to
lights.
enjoy the
Look,
art of
I'm
it.
enjoying the light right now.
Yeah.
I get it that on that light is some fucking hymen blood.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I understand that. I
How
just,
many people liked Michael Jackson music and
right?
he was wearing jammies till the day
We've
died.
liked Michael
I-
Jackson for how long, and we know his fucking ass smells like
People
Quincy
just
Jones's dick.
Want
You know? I mean, everyone knows Quincy Jones was like the ringleader of the whole pedophile
Yeah.
fucking thing. And that's a guess. I don't know. It's my opinion.
I do not
Sound
agree
like,
with that, Quincy.
Michael
John
Jackson.
Owens swears by the fact
I
that Quincy
swear
Jones likes
I
fucking
love
kids,
you,
But-
Mr.
which is
Jones.
weird because to me it's just an opinion.
In the
But it
interview,
is God's fact to John.
No.
That's
in
weird.
the interview, I
Yeah.
told the I told the people who were asking me, I was like, 'cause I gave them like Carlin, Cosby, Hicks, and then like, oh, okay, who's now? Like, who are you inspired by now? I'm like, I don't know. We're all cut from that thread. So
Yeah, but Bill Burr
Burr is a pretty original.
Burr's pretty fucking original. Yeah, when
Yeah.
he just did a rant at a place in Philly where he told Philly that he wishes they all died of cancer and they're horrible. They should go fuck. He did 15, 20 minutes alone on just telling them to go fuck themselves, to go fucking die in their fucking stupid blue collar working
Oh,
class.
are you talking about
fucking,
the Philly show?
that was
or-
great, man.
Oh,
I
the
listened
best
to it.
heckling, yeah.
I don't listen to comedy, and I listen to that. You know what, Bill Burr? I'll tell you this. As a newer comic, you know, it's funny because I had written to Bill Burr, and you know, it's like in a lot of people they don't write back.
Yeah.
Like they don't take the time,
Yeah.
you know, or maybe like they just look at you and they go, fuck that white trash you
Yeah,
do.
yeah, they just-
I'm not gonna write back,
Yeah.
you know. Bill Burr did that too. Never wrote back to me ever. But I don't mind. He's still a genius comic. I just, but I don't mind. You know, it's like whatever. But I just wrote to him that I really dug his comedy. He's very original and this and that, and he's a good, he's a nice guy. He's still, he wants to be a part of the group.
Yeah.
He likes fitting in and hanging out with those people. That's cool. Whatever, do your thing. But he's still a very original comic and so funny and as a comic, such a respectful person to other comics in the sense of like I've seen him where he'll go up and do like 3-4 minutes of new material that he wants to work out. That's it. He's off the stage now. Let the other comics go. I've seen Bill Burr give a lot of comics opportunities. I've never been one of those comics, but I always think like Bill Burr is an original comic. He's a good comic.
Burr,
He's a strong
I watched
comic.
this thing on Netflix. He
Yeah.
was doing it. I forget where. Sorry for hitting you.
You're fine.
No, but like every joke that didn't land, he still acknowledged the audience. Like, what? You guys are too conservative?
And
It's like
he'd
it's-
make those great.
Yeah.
And
He's great.
Yeah. Oh, and that's what I say is he's so funny, he's so strong, and it's like a lot of the strong comics and a lot of the funny comics, their job in Hollywood is to then only help computer-generated shit comics then get on stage.
Yeah.
So eventually, those comics' fathers will then help Bill Burr.
Yeah.
But that's just kind of how comedy goes, like somebody makes it original, and like if Kinnison would have lived, if
he would've
Kinnison
lived.
would have lived, he'd be getting like.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, he'd be getting his uncle, like Sam's fucking,
Oh my God.
white trash
Can you
nephew
imagine
up.
that?
Yeah, he'd be touring with the shittiest dickheads there are because he was
How
a
old would he
genius.
be now?
The what?
Kinnison, how old would he be?
God, like 1,000. I don't even know.
No, he'd be 70.
Yeah, he'd be
Would he be
older.
70?
Yeah, but
he's old.
yeah,
In his 40s.
yeah, and he'd
Hicks
be,
died 32, so he's
he'd be
pushing.
doing. Yeah,
Ugh.
yeah, that's what him and
Thalia.
it'd be Whitney Cummings, Chris D'Elia featuring Sam Kinison, and yeah. I love Whitney. Thanks for the opportunity. Just horrible shit, and that's the thing. I don't hate Bill Burr for it. When I write
Yeah.
to you, why would you write back to me? What's some fucking white trash Jew who's a school teacher who's got no connections in Hollywood gonna ever do for you? You know who fucking wrote me back?
Who?
Shut up.
Who?
You want to talk about inspirations? This is gonna throw people off.
Is he dead?
No, her.
Or her?
Elaine Boozler.
Really?
Yeah, I think I've mentioned it on the show. I've always loved
Yeah.
Elaine Boozler. I thought she was one of those comics who said, you know what, I'm talented. She made it there. She was funny. She didn't fuck nobody as far as I know, but she was
yeah.
so funny on stage. She was a comic I saw before I ever even did comedy, but she was one of my inspirations to get in because she was a woman doing comedy who you never thought was a woman, just a comic up there. That's why I never looked at women comics as women comics. I look at them as
Yeah.
comics.
Yeah.
Because of because of my dad, but also because of Elaine Boozler. because she went up there and rocked the shit out of it. So I wrote her a thing the other day, just telling her it was like her birthday or something, and I just said, you know, you were a real inspiration and this and that. And she wrote, "Thank you so much," and da 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 da. And I thought, oh my, that's badass, you know. So what I'm saying is, Elaine Boozler is twice the fucking man you are, Bill Burr. No, I'm a little angry, but I do think he's such a genius.
No, Burr is.
Oh, he's such
Burr
a brilliant comic.
No, right now I believe is I mean they have asked me current. I'm like, it's so hard because of the thread, because actually you ask like current, even big comics.
Yeah.
Who's your inspiration? They go back to like, Carlin, you know, Woody Allen, the obvious people that actually really paved the way.
I like Mort Saul.
Who?
Mort Saul.
Oh yeah.
Mort Saul was an old Jew comic back in Lenny Bruce days.
Yeah. Oh,
He did a
Lenny
lot of-
Bruce is the guy.
Well, he did Bruce comedy too, and I don't want to say Bruce comedy because bless you. He did. What